Jobbing with Nikki. Yeah, gobbing with Nikki. Jobbing with Nikki. Yeah, we're jobbing with Nikki.
Welcome to Jobbing with Nikki. I am joined today by the sports star, the incredible Gung Ho Muttley.
Mwah, mwah. That's right. Gung Ho Muttley, the sports star in the house.
It is a pleasure.
Start as we mean to go on. That's be a lot of flex.
Yes.
I guarantee
You know what?
it.
Now you've done that, I do have a question someone sent in actually that I'm going to start with because you've just done the flex.
There we go. Bam.
Yeah. Have you seen a vet yet for your 6 swans?
Oh, what an amazing question. That's brilliant. Oh, that's so funny. I love the swans. I love doing that. I can't remember when I just came up with that randomly.
I don't know. I just remember walking in on you doing it and I was like, what the hell is he doing?
Just randomly one day, I just I'll tell you what it was. I think I was practicing entrances, which sounds sad, but as a wrestler, you should do these things, especially for a character like me. And I just started doing that randomly, and now everybody knows that. Kids come up to me and just go, and I'm like, "That's not what it is. It's not this." They come up and go, and I'm like, "No, it's not. I'm not Jar Jar Binks. I don't know what that is. It's swans."
Swans and then convulsing. It cracks me up every time, honestly. First time I saw it, I was crying. But yeah, I wanted to get the boring stuff out the way, and it's not boring really, but it's been a very busy few months for Gung Ho Muttley. Like, you've had debuts at True Grit, Burnley, Planet Wrestle. Yeah. Is there anywhere else I'm missing? That you've debuted?
I've been working all over the place. I went to Kapow as well, obviously.
Yeah.
Up at Blackheart, Fountains. I'm either debuting at new places or I'm breaking new ground at the places I'm already in. Like, I've just won the Rumble at Blackheart.
Yes. So I was just about to congratulate you.
Yeah. I knocked out that dosser Sammy Blue last, clotheslined him straight out of the ring. To earn myself a shot at Sean Only, his daddy.
Is that September?
Pardon?
Is that September?
That's in September. My birthday month. So for my birthday,
I'm
going to be the championship, aren't I?
Yes.
So, yeah, and then I've also got myself a championship match against the aforementioned supersonic one, Sammy Blue, at Fountains in a few weeks' time. So, we'll be looking at Muttley 2 belts soon.
And so, Billy O'Keefe. You can't count out Billy O'Keefe.
Killy O.B.
Can't count him out. Like,
no, and I won't.
Don't forget about Billy. If you watched their episode, J-Ro is 100% that Billy is going to win.
Free the Rumble.
Yes.
What, the Rumble?
Yes.
Well, he didn't, did he? He didn't win, so
no.
It's because the Rumble came down to the final 3 that will be fighting for the Fountains Championship in a few weeks' time.
Yeah, and at the time, watching the Rumble, I didn't even click.
Yeah. So, and who won that one?
Emotionally invested.
Yeah, who came out on top in that one?
You.
It's about to happen again. Muttley always comes out on top when them 3 are in the ring. You'll see.
And I mean, at Fountains, you've got help, though, haven't you?
What do you mean I've got help? By these? 6 swans are helping me, that's for sure. Yeah.
And security.
5 ones around someone's ankle.
And you've got your security.
They're just there to stop the dregs of Bradford getting to me. They're not there to help in my matches. They've never once cheated or got involved. I don't try and think of examples, but let's move on to the next question.
Have you got a name? Have you got a name now?
Have I got names?
No, I know they've got names. Have you got a name for your
Bodyguard 1 and Bodyguard 2?
For your collective, your little
We like to call ourselves the power structure.
power structure. That's cool.
We've changed the power structure of fountains. That's what I like to call our little group. I'm sure it'll come,
Right.
Myself,
Right.
and MC2, and Dada Ridley, and the real Tommy Owens. That's the power structure. And we're hiring. We're hiring. So, if anybody else wants to be a bodyguard, more than welcome. The more the merrier.
Oh, they get a fake Rolex, yeah?
It's not a fake Rolex. It's a very real Rolex, okay? Right, let's move on. I'm not having any of this fake accusations. I'm sick of it. A conspiracy.
It's not a conspiracy.
Next, you'll be saying the Earth's round.
The Earth is round. The triangle.
Hey, listen. J. Rowe Lewis told me. J. Rowe Lewis told me that watch is real. So that's what we're going to say, Nikki. I don't know what you thought we were going to say. J. Rowe told me the watch, the Rolex, is real. Okay, so
Right.
Yeah.
Did he sell you them? Because I've had a message from J. Boy Lewis.
No, it's just no. I just asked him. I know he knows his stuff. He's a smart guy. So I ran the watch by him. I said, "Is that real?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "That's
Right.
as that's as real as grass is green." He said to me.
Well, J. Boy Lewis. I don't know if they're related. He wants to know. He wants to know if you still need your premium spray bottles made in Aruba.
Of course, I still need them. They better be on the order. Of course, I need them.
Right.
I paid hand and foot for them, so they better be on the way. Aye.
Well, let's hope he's got them then for.
What Dada Ridley taking expert spray bottle classes to make sure he can spray, all the glory during my entrance. He's a bit, he's getting there. He's getting better and better at it.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Normal question time ish. Right. So you've got a lot of medals.
Mm-hmm.
What did they say?
What do you mean? What do they say?
What are they for?
What are they not for?
What are they actually for?
What do you mean? What are they actually for? They're for all sorts. There's nothing I've not accomplished, Nikki. So they're for everything. There's some for wrestling. There's actually so many medals that I couldn't even begin to start listing it. We've not got enough time on this podcast for it.
That's true.
They're for rugby, they're for football, they're for bowling, they're for running, they're for bobsledding, for Turkish oil wrestling, for the cheese wheel race down the hill, for Red Bull soapbox. There's literally the ice skating. I recently got a medal for best commentator for my role.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that came in the mail next day. That's how good I was.
Wow, that's impressive.
There's literally no medal that I've not earned,
Oh.
So, yeah, that's where I've also got the record for longest drawing of a train, which originally Harvey Price held that.
Right.
But I absolutely demolished it. As soon as I saw that he got it, I was like, well, I can get that easy. He didn't even draw a train that long. So then I got drawing. I'm a fantastic artist. And I drew a really long drawing of a train and demolished Harvey Price's record. So technically that belongs to me as well. They didn't let me have it. They didn't let me technically have the record for some sort of moral objection. But just that world record does belong to me. I think I've mentioned this before, but actually there is a book of Guinness World Records that is just about my records. It's called the Guinness World Records. Yeah.
There is a question about your Guinness World Records. Which one's your favourite?
Ooh, most times gone to space.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that one. I've done it. I'd say we're in triple digits.
Oh, well, Katy Perry's not going to catch you up anytime soon.
No, not a chance, Pathetic effort from Katy Perry, to be fair. And I actually took my time in space to look out the window and look out across a great, wonderful landscape of space. I weren't just vlogging myself and blowing bubbles and grabbing a little daisy, whatever she was doing, So, yeah, no, Katy Perry could do one. Yeah, actually, I was one of the first people to go to space as well.
I thought that was Neil Armstrong. Well, that was the moon.
You believe what they feed you.
How old are you, Muttley?
You're always trying to suppress my accomplishments.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm questioning your age a lot now.
I think it's Fountain's FCB Wrestling Management. They're always trying to push me down, and not let my accomplishments lie. So I think they've got to do with it all. I think that's suppressing.
Well, you've heard it here. You've heard it here.
So,
FCB management.
FCB management
down.
They're suppressing what I can do with my accomplishments. I think they've had a word with NASA to tell them not to put my names in the history book.
Right. I'll get on to NASA soon. Got you back. I've got you back, Muttley. Right. Right. I've asked. Well, you've already clarified the Rolexes are real because that was another one.
Who asked that? Give me your name. Who asked that?
I don't know if I should. It could cause a problem.
Who is it? Who is it? Who asked that?
To be fair, Dada Ridley actually asked if Tommy's was real.
I'll be having words.
I think there's some friction with them too.
I think a pay packet's about to get lost in the mail.
Oh no. See, this is why I didn't want to say. He needs to afford his sharp suits and...
All right. Well, I'll have my eye on him. He knows full well it's real. This kind of line of questioning, Dada, is why you ain't got one.
Oh, I thought Dada had one.
No, Tommy's got one.
Oh, I thought they both had them.
No. Dada will get his when he books his ideas up, which clearly he hasn't yet.
See, I'm just setting back a Rolex now.
Maybe you shouldn't have asked that question, Nikki. Maybe you should understand what's at stake here.
Yeah. Damn it. All right, I'm going to ask you a question from Kandistan because it's quite long. It's a nice question. Okay. He would like to know. I've got to read this from the paper because it's long.
That's okay. Do an impression of Kandistan as well, please.
How did you get so handsome? What? Yeah. How did you get so handsome? Great at wrestling, great in the ring, on the mic, your character, your look, etc., etc.
Oh my God, he said all this?
Yeah.
What a gem of human being Kandistan is. I didn't know which direction we were going to go, so I thought I'd stay neutral. But I can't. Even though I'm a diagnosed narcissist, is Gung Ho Muttley. I don't think I can. I think I've got to be humble to all that. That's very sweet of him to say. I don't know if I can answer that without, I wouldn't say I'm all those things. I think I'm a good character. But what I will say is another amazing character is Kandistan. What an amazing character. I'm always suggesting him to places, especially Fountains. And Kandistan, you're a great bloke. You're a wonderful person. Literally, we've had conversations about him before of like, who are the nicest people in wrestling? Like, who are the number one nicest people? And Kandistan is absolutely up there. Like, I think he always gets mentioned. But who's the nicest people? Kandistan always gets mentioned. Rarebit always gets mentioned. He's one of the nicest dudes ever. There's so many lovely people. Josie Lapkin's a lovely lad as well.
I've not had the pleasure to meet him. I got to watch him wrestle against you and Sammy Island, but I don't think I got a chance to meet him. But Stan, I love Stan. I think he's so nice. We have many a chat.
A ludicrously lovely person, and I really like him. I really rate him. It's been a while since I've trained with him, which is sad, but I get to see him at the Fountain Show. It's always a pleasure to hang out with Kandistan. Kandistan, you're amazing as well. Thank you for the wonderful question. That genuinely means a lot. That's really lovely to hear.
Well, let's just hope Sean Emily takes it a little bit easy on him.
Yeah, well, I'm not confident for his future as an alive person. But yeah. Let's it's nice to have a question that's nice in the middle of all these questions that are,
To be fair, Callum Majakester sent in a nice one too.
Well, my wonderful fellow wombat who I love.
Why are you such a sexy specimen of a man?
Yeah, I can't answer it. It's just genetic, isn't it? I do have many medals for being a sexy specimen of a man.
Oh wow!
We're Olympic level as well. Back in the day, that used to be an Olympic sport. They stopped doing the sport because I won it every time. So they just went, there's literally no point in doing this sport anymore while Gung Ho Muttley's alive. So maybe in like 300 years' time, when I'm dead, however long I live, they might start it up again. But until that, they've literally said there is just no point in ever doing the sexy specimen sport because literally, like, no one's signing up. No one from any other country, like every other country, will there's literally no point because Gung Ho Muttley's
there's no.
England's going to do it again, or Great Britain, because they've got me. And the lack of competition, it was just getting tiresome, really. So, yeah.
I can imagine. And then, if you're going to live for 300 years, you can get the medal for living the longest.
I already have got that medal.
Oh.
I tell you, Nikki, I've got a medal for everything.
Got a medal for everything.
I'll tell you what, if I weren't here, Callum Majakester would be a shoo-in for sexiest specimen alive gold medal, because that dude is the sexiest dude ever. Have you seen how sexy he is?
I have.
I was nervous to bring him into the Wombats because I'm obviously the sex appeal of the Wombats. But bringing Callum Majakester in, I started to be like, oh, too much competition, sex appeal wise, And then that's too sexy. So, I don't think so. I don't
know. Well, did you want the Wombats to be seen as like sex symbols?
I think you can take us how you want. I think all four of us are very sexy and very, very hot. But I think we have multiple different, ways of appealing. We're very lovely and friendly and fun for all the kids, and then for the ladies and the LGBT crowd, the gay crowd, with the sex appeal, and then for the straight men, they want to be us. So, we've hit all the demographics. I
think Jeebus would happily be a wombat.
Yeah, I think everybody wants to be a wombat.
Yeah. But speaking of the wombats, we saw what happened to Callum at the Rumble.
Yeah.
Do we have any update? I mean, he sent a question in, I'm guessing, from hospital.
He's not dead, but he may never walk again.
Oh. Well, now, you have to get your revenge.
Myself and Chili were in a Rumble, and Sean only dragged Callum out onto the stage, and curb stomped him onto the stage. And Callum were bleeding. It were a horrible sight. And honestly, like, if I weren't going to mess up the Only Boys and Sean Only before, I definitely am now. Because they mess with a wombat. You mess with a friend of mine, you're done. You're kaput.
It's good then.
I would have to make Sean Only's head bleed when I stomp it against the stage. I'll tell you that much.
Yes. So, we're all rooting for Gung Ho Muttley.
I will avenge you, Majakester. I will avenge you, you sexy specimen of a man.
Now, Wrestling Jeebus would like to know, what was it like to get poked in the eye by a child with an inflatable lightsaber?
An horrible experience. An horrible, nauseating, painful experience. They shouldn't be allowed to walk around with weapons like that. I could have died.
I'm just remembering it.
I felt like I were in the middle of a Final Destination movie for a second. I actually thought my life was torn away from me. Like, did you see the velocity with what that inflatable sword went in my eye? It could have gone out the back of my head.
It could have.
And it weren't funny. Despite what you and Jeebus reacted like. You were all both having a big laugh, weren't you?
It was really, really funny. It was really funny.
It's good I have the gold medal for world's strongest eyeballs.
There we go then.
If that happened to Sammy, we wouldn't have Sammy, he'd be dead.
Exactly.
That kid were about 7 feet tall. He were built like Arnold. And he literally, I think the sword, I don't know if it were inflatable. I think it were a real sword, actually.
Oh my God.
I've said inflatable, but I'm thinking I'm just misremembering. And I think it were actually a real blade. And he went into my eye. And luckily, because I'm me, it literally just went and just like curved away from my eye.
Wow.
If you've seen that Superman movie, I think it's Superman Returns, where the guy shoots Superman and the bullet hits him in the eye and it just crumples and falls. That's basically what happened. So luckily it was me, but if that happened to Sammy, he would have died. So I don't think it is funny. You're
Oh.
only laughing because it was me. You wouldn't be laughing if we were, if Sammy Blue were torn away from us, would you?
Well, no, obviously not.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was super brat, and
yeah. Well, okay, Super Brat maybe not so bad actually. Maybe we can afford to lose him, but I'm just saying, I'm glad it happened to me, so some other poor sod, your average man who's not as godly as I am, didn't have to take that, And I've heard that kid's been arrested.
Oh wow!
And I've heard death penalties on the way.
Oh my God!
So
I didn't realize. I do feel bad for laughing now.
Well, there you go. So yeah, you should feel bad. You should feel bad.
I feel humbled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Matty Mayhem, are you due a dance, you two?
I hope so.
Me too.
I love him. What a legend. He's a great lad. He's a great worker. I'd love to work Matty Mayhem. I don't know where. I don't know when. But I'm sure it'll be on the cards at some point.
I hope so. I really do. I think that'd be amazing. I love Matty.
I miss his green hair, though.
I know. Me
too.
Hair back. I keep telling him to, and he's like, I can't. It's killing me hair. No, excuses.
I understand.
If only he had hair like you. Super strong.
Yeah, super amazing. Ignore the grey.
Say questioning your age again now.
I am, I am. We don't know how old I am, I suppose.
No, that's a secret.
It's a secret. You can't ask a man his age. That's personal.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not asking.
Yeah.
We'll just all guess. Let me know, people, in comments. How old do you think Gung Ho Muttley is?
Yeah, ask him to guess my age. Holy shit.
I will do what I please. And if you guess right, you get a pen.
Whoa. Wow, it's on. It's
that I have chewed.
It's causing Hunger Games, Nikki. Everybody's going to be scrapping that pen.
It is a pen that I chewed and is half empty, right?
You chewed it?
This is a solid prize.
You've chewed the pen?
Yes.
I can imagine there's some fellas who'd be chomping at the bit to get that then.
Oh, no. Don't be gross. Have Muttley's water bottle.
Right.
I did get asked if you'd stolen any of your medals. Like,
why would I ever steal? What possible reason could I have to steal a medal? I've earned every single one of them.
I know. I feel like you're talking about your medals so much.
An amazing athlete, an amazing sportsman, an amazing person, and I've earned every single medal. So
we've talked about medals a lot. We're going to move on to the mullet. Indigo Jones, your online nemesis, right?
The weaker mullet. Yeah.
Oh, well, he's asking how does it feel to have the second best mullet in British wrestling?
He asked me that, did he?
Yeah.
That's a ludicrous question. A lot of projection here from Indigo Jones. I want to lay down. I'll lay down a match. I'll have a match with Indigo Jones. Whoever loses has to officially, out loud to the public, confirm that the other person has the better mullet.
Oh, I thought we were going to go hair versus hair then.
Listen, I couldn't do that to Indigo. I'm not that cruel. He's got a beautiful head of hair. Indigo
He
is a
does.
beautiful man. He's a beautiful man. We all know it.
The most beautiful man.
Maybe one of the most beautiful, like, people I've ever seen in the world. Genuinely, like, looking at Indigo Jones's face is like that scene in Pulp Fiction where Samuel L. Jackson opens a briefcase. It's just gleaming gold. That's what it literally is like to look upon that man's visage. But, you know, and his hair, of course, comes into that. It's not as good of a mullet as mine, but it's beautiful hair, I will say.
Mm.
So I could not make him shave that. I wouldn't do that to. No matter, I do dislike him strongly. I very strongly dislike him, but I could never deprive the world from the wonderful joy of looking upon him. You know, and I feel like if he shaved, he'd lose a bit of that. You know, that wonderful, beautiful aura. So I couldn't do that to people.
And that's what makes you such a good person.
I am a really good.
Yeah.
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 We're just discovering. Now, I don't know who these two people are. I will openly admit that. But someone asked who would win, Chip Scott or Ryan Mason? Now, I may need some context because I don't know who these people are.
I don't think I can give you context if I'm honest. But I'm going to say I'm going to keep this short and brief. I think Chip Scott would win. I think Chip Scott's got a bigger, beefier build, and Chip Scott has experience murdering people.
Who is Chip Scott?
He accidentally committed an act of vehicular manslaughter, killing 5 people.
Oh.
So I think he's probably got the edge. I think we should probably. This is an inside joke that's going to go nowhere for.
Right. Okay. Well, it just said deep bowl or shallow plate.
Whenever we have a question in our group chat, me and my friends, we asked the WWE wrestler Taz. We tweet him and ask him what the answer is. And we tweeted him and asked him this question. Our friend was arguing. This is such a boring story. But our friend showed us his food. He took a picture of his food and he went, I've got my food in a deep plate. And we went, what the fuck do you mean a deep plate? And he went, I've got my food in a deep plate. And we went, that's not a deep plate, that's a bowl. They were like, no, it's a deep plate. And we went, that is a bowl. That is not a deep plate. Anyway, and then somebody was like, yeah, that's a shallow bowl. It's not a deep plate. And we argued about this for a while until we tweeted Taz. And I don't even fucking remember what Taz said, but I swear he answered it.
I was just about to say, does he answer?
I think so. I don't remember what a fucking bowl or plate looked like. I can't even remember if it were a deep bowl or a shallow plate. I don't even remember what it looked like. But, it's a perfect. It's so nice to eat.
I've never heard anyone so passionate about donuts.
Well, they're so perfect already. And you just eat them so nice.
I like them.
I genuinely avoid eating them because if I start eating them, I'll not stop.
Oh, I'm not buying you donuts for your birthday then.
No, you can buy them for my birthday. Don't take donuts away from me now. You promised me donuts. You can't take them away.
No, taking the donuts away. That could be your next Guinness World Record. How many donuts you can eat?
Oh, God.
How many donuts till you're sick?
Yeah.
All right, so speaking about your triple threat match, do you have a message for Sammy and Billy?
Well, I'll tell you what, you'll see it. I've got a message, but you'll see it soon. Keep your eyes on socials. Keep your eyes on socials because there is a message coming for Sammy and Billy.
Oh.
What I'm saying is, Fountain's audience, keep your eyes out for that ankle lock because I'll be trying for it, and when I get it in, it's done. I'm not joking. If that ankle lock's in, title run of Sammy Blue at an end, it's over. You did a good job, Sammy. You really did. He's a very, very good. He's been a very good champion. He's been amazing. Yeah. Fantastic. I hate him sometimes, but I'll admit his championship run's been stellar. You know, he's knocked off Isaac North. You know, like
you guys have had some incredible matches.
Off Short Only. Yeah, you know, he got lucky once or twice against me. You know, he might have snuck a cheeky little roll up in there, you know. But yeah,
And you
this
did
time
get thrown across a tuck shop.
I did. I literally were injured. I had severely bad muscle damage in my
Yeah.
lower back. I actually had to go away from wrestling for a while because of it, and that's how I worked in my match with Sammy Blue, my second match. So you know, I'm just saying I was very heavily injured in that one, which is maybe why I took a loss. Who knows?
You should have just taped your ribs. Taped ribs solves everything.
I was mid match, so you know.
I have a question about taped ribs. I'm just going to ask you, right? So taped ribs, why does it always look like the tape in the belly button?
I don't know. You'll have to ask them. Next time you see someone with tape ribs, stop them during their entrance and ask them.
I think the last person I saw with tape ribs was Seb.
What were this most recent Blackout Rumble?
No, it was at UKW.
Well, props to Seb Mercer because he worked for Rumble at Blackout in far from 100% top shape.
Yes.
He's just done for surgery. So props to Sebastian Mercer. What a legend. You know, he was someone I was genuinely concerned about in the Blackout Rumble, but Joe Sedgwick hoofed him in the nether regions and chucked him out. So I didn't have to deal with Seb in the end.
I'm guessing that we're going to see more of Joe Sedgwick at Blackheart, given that he said he's coming for his title.
It seems so. Seems he wants to come back and fight Seb, so I ain't getting in the way of that. I've got my own stuff to deal with.
Blackheart is the place to be. That, like, I love Blackheart. Talking behind the curtain here, but like, it is one of my top promotions to go to. I have so much fun there. Like, any show with you guys on, it always just feels, I don't know, that much better.
Yeah. Blackheart has been like, I've been so passionate about Blackheart since the start. In my bedroom over there, I've got the poster for the first ever Blackheart show I've ever did.
Wow.
So like, I was there for the first ever Blackheart show, you know, and all this time later, I'm still there. You know, I've put so much effort into this show. I've you know tried so hard for it. I've given it like honestly everything. Like Blackheart has been so hugely part of my wrestling life and my career. Like I think it kind of is almost the number one in like shows that have meant something to me over the entire course of my career. You know, because I've been in Blackout for so long. And yeah, I just think it's amazing how much the show's improved. Like myself and Billy and Jay and a few others recently watched a show that we did from 2021. And it were okay, but it's crazy how much it's come along.
Yeah, like you know, I went back and started watching from the beginning.
You watched like from like Unleashed. I'm talking like In fairness, there is one on YouTube that is from like 2020 or something. But like, yeah, even back then and like the 2021 show, it's just like, whoa, we are on a different level now. You know, we've got a better crowd, we've got a better just like roster, we've got a better structure to the shows. Just everything about Blackheart is just getting better and better and better. And that most recent show, it was just the reviews were stellar. The crowd was so into it.
Yeah.
My entire family came to see, which were amazing. I was so happy that my family came to see on that one. I got my little niece.
I saw the picture of your niece on Facebook. Yeah.
Lovely. It was wonderful having my niece there. And my grandma. My grandma's been a fan of wrestling all her life. You know, she's always loved it. If you ask her about wrestling, she'll say what every single English granny will say about wrestling. Oh, I like Big Daddy and Giant Haystacks. That is exactly what she'll say. She loves it. And we've watched quite a lot of wrestling together. I remember recently we had a really lovely time watching it was Darby Allin versus Brody King. I don't remember what pay-per-view the match was, but a really good match. And my grandma, bless her, she got so into it. She loves it. And so she said she kept saying she wants to come see me. So we got her in. She got up the stair lift all the way up them steps in Geisley Theatre, and she came and watched me. And she said it were amazing. She thought it were fantastic. And there and our Poppy, my niece, were both so into it to a point where, like, apparently, my mum was saying, whenever we were getting beat up, my grandma would be like, "Get off him! Get off him! Get off! Get off our lad!" Like,
that's lovely.
which was lovely. It is really nice, and it's so nice. It was so special to me
Mm.
to get to perform in front of my family like that, and to get to win the Rumble. And then it was very emotional. I went outside and I went up to my grandma and I hugged her. And I went to my niece and I hugged her. It was very emotional. I rolled in tears in a little bit after winning that Rumble. I
It
think as
was
soon as
emotional.
the moment I clotheslined Sammy out, I kind of forgot in a moment that like, I clotheslined him out and I kind of forgot that the crowd were there almost. It's a weird one. Like,
Oh,
I hit Sammy out and I was like so focused on like the movement that as soon as he hit the floor, the crowd erupted. I literally, it almost like snapped me back into reality for a second. And when you see me cheer in the ring, it was really real. I was really like, because I actually like really felt it with the crowd there. I almost
yeah.
forgot the crowd would cheer, like. So it were
Oh,
amazing.
that's
It were a
good.
really wonderful, genuinely real, euphoric moment for me. But
That's the thing that you've built such a emotional story with Sean Only and with Sammy and all that, like the moment of hesitation that you had in the Rumble where, you didn't want to hit him. Um,
yeah,
it's all built to this, and like watching it as a fan,
yeah.
that I've got so into it. You know how much I've got into it. Like when Sammy turned on you, I was crying. Like,
I think that moment is like it truly is crazy. It's one of the most visceral I've ever like crowd reactions I've ever seen in my entire from one of my a moment where I were in the ring. Like I was looking at all the audience in the background, and when he belts me with that lacrosse stick, there's like I look at the footage and there's not a face in the audience that isn't just that every
yeah,
single person jaw dropped. You can hear people screaming, "Sammy!" You can hear kids. You can hear kids going like, "Sammy, why?" It's and the crowd are, it's something else to be able to, you know. I think wrestling is this wonderful thing that can just get reactions like that,
yeah,
and I love the storytelling of it all, and the you know just moments like that are really special and what make wrestling really, something else.
yeah. I
Yeah,
agree completely. Like, I have friends who don't like wrestling or watch wrestling, and sometimes they don't get it, like why I love it so much. Um, And I'll be sat having a coffee after gym with Gemma, and I'll be talking about like you guys and what happened at Blackheart. And I can tell she doesn't care, but she
yeah.
lets me just get it out because I need to talk about it, because it's like, to me it's just it gets me so emotional.
It's one. I wish more people were like that, where they do just allow themselves to get really emotionally invested. You
Yeah.
know, because I think that if that's what we all want as wrestlers.
Mm.
Sometimes I watch shows where, and it's not the wrestler's fault a lot of the time. I mean, sometimes it is, but I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about like when you see these shows where the crowd just aren't biting. It's like,
Mm.
man, let yourselves get into it. Like I
Yeah.
know sometimes, like I say, yes, sometimes it's a wrestler's fault. The wrestlers just aren't good enough to get a reaction, sure. But like, man, there are times where the crowd just seem disinterested. It's like you've come all this way, you've paid your ticket, you've decided to sit here for 2 hours, 3 hours. Why would you not let
Yeah.
yourself get absorbed? Stop being embarrassed about what other people think of you. Get into it. Like, that's what you're here for. And that's what
Yeah.
we as performers want. We want you to be loud. We want you to shout his names. We want you to, scream obscenities at the bad guys and scream in adoration and
Yeah.
adulation for the good guys. Like, that's what we want. So,
I feel like for me, like wrestling's always been the one place I've always felt I can be myself,
yeah.
that I'm not being judged for anything, because, I am a very loud and
Yeah,
passionate person.
you sure
Um,
are. And
I was just thinking,
I mean
I
that
was
in the
just
nicest
thinking,
way possible.
yeah. But when
Yeah.
you said about you could hear the fans screaming, I thought, could you hear them over me?
Yeah, you're one of them for sure. There's been times before where I've said to people, like, I've heard, we're waiting for a reaction, and we'll hear your scream and go, "Oh, that's Nikki." Nikki certainly reacted. You can hear Nikki. Or somebody will go out for re-entrance and we'll just okay, that's Nikki gone. Like, but Nikki, that's what we want. We love it. Like you said, there's a reason. Like, promotions will book matches around, appeasing you. Like, that's how appreciated you are as a fan. Like the True Grit Fatal 4-Way. I think they nicknamed that the fucking Nikki match. Like,
Nikki
that's
Mania.
how much it's appreciated. Nikki Mania.
Well, it's like
God,
the last match that Sammy had. Last match that Sammy had at True Grit. Him and Adam, they played me. They fucking played me to the point where I was so sure that Sammy was going to win, and I swore really loud. Mark has it on video.
I've been told. Yeah,
And I was just like, oh my God. But that's what I love about it. I can just let myself go, let myself get invested. And I think with you guys especially, I get even more invested because I love you guys. You're all just so, you're so talented. You're such nice people. It's hard not to love yous.
I appreciate that, Nikki. I know a lot of us love you as well. Like, honestly, like myself and Sammy and just so many of us, we all really appreciate you. Like, the shows wouldn't be the same without you here. I think I'd be if you ever told me I'm not coming to Blackout, I'm not coming to Fountains, I'd be like, I'd probably be like, we're not doing it then. Nikki's not there. We can fuck it off. Like,
change the date to fit Nikki.
You're so appreciated, Nikki. You really are. Like,
sure, you'll make me cry.
And it's great having you, screaming your lungs out. Are you going to be screaming your lungs out for the Pride show?
Yes.
Yeah, you better be. I won't be there. I'm really sad to miss it. So unfortunately, I won't be there on the 18th. But very much want to come down and support future True Grit Pride shows, if not perform on them.
Yeah,
it would be very wonderful as well.
It would.
Yeah. So, but best of luck, Sammy Blue against Shea Monet.
I mean, he should be in the championship match, in that ladder match. It should be a triple threat. Don't get me started.
I'm not saying anything.
He was screwed. He was screwed by Jackie.
Well, a match against Shea Monet is nothing to,
Oh God, no! That's incredible. It's an incredible opportunity for him.
Yeah, very exciting stuff.
Watching you guys just progress, you and Sammy, just how much you've progressed in this past, I think I've only known you for a year at this point, and just watching how much you've both progressed over this past year, it's been really lovely to see.
I feel it. And it's crazy to watch a match from a year ago and go, oh wow, even a year ago I was so much weaker than I am now. And I'm not saying I was bad then, but it's crazy to see how much I've learned in just a year.
Yeah.
And then, a year before that, I'm like, whoa, it's and it is all obviously Sean only, Pete, he's just incredible. But yeah, no, it is just, it's wonderful to be able to track your own progress like that,
Oh, let's talk about Sean only and Fountains and the training, because I had a brief chat with Billy and Jay about it on theirs, and just, they couldn't say enough nice things about Sean. But I've said to you from day one of knowing you, that the talent that Sean only is pushing out of that school, you're all going to take over Yorkshire, because the talent that he's producing, and obviously you've got these extra sessions, haven't you, James?
Wrestle Week, sorry,
yeah, Wrestle Week.
Yeah, Wrestle Week's coming up, so that's really exciting. Very excited to do all that. But yeah, no, Pete's just, you can find me talking about how amazing Pete is a million times over, so I won't go over it again and again, but Pete knows how much I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I think with the thing with Pete is he's not just this amazing trainer, because he is an amazing trainer. He's so fantastic. But he's a friend. He's a really good friend, someone I appreciate a lot. And I think everybody talks about how great Pete is as a trainer, but not many people talk about how great Pete is as a person, because he's a really great person. And I'm very honoured to be his friend. And I think that's something that I'm as excited about and as happy about, Because now when he gives me advice and feedback and stuff. It comes in an entirely different sort of way than it would just as a trainer, trainer-trainee trainer-trainee sort of relationship. There's a lot more to it now, and there's almost more of an honesty in the ways we talk to each other and the ways we'll get feedback and stuff. And it's really appreciated. Like I say, I really, Pete gave me a kick up the ass a few years ago to put my ideas up, and since then I have. So,
well, that's what you want, though, innit? You want that relationship where you can be honest and not take it to heart, or friendship. So you've got that, haven't you, with a friendship where you can be bluntly honest with each other and no one takes offense. And that's probably the best kind of relationship to have with a trainer. Your British wrestling bucket list. What do you want to accomplish?
Wow, that's a big one. So, that's really interesting. My British wrestling bucket list, honestly, like, I'll talk about more immediate goals first. I think my immediate goals, and this one's been a goal for a while, and it's finally, I think, coming to fruition. But a goal that I've had for years. I remember walking through Leeds City Centre when I was proper getting back into my wrestling journey, and I saw the big True Grit poster next to the bus stop that I used to get my bus at home from work. And I looked at it, and I saw all these guys that I used to train with. I saw Leon Slater, and I saw Jet Marshall, and I saw Ellis Barker. I saw all these guys on there, and I was looking at it, and I was like, man, I want to be on that show. But, I weren't delusional. I weren't going to be like, I'm going to try and get on that. I realised I had a lot of work cut out for me to get on it. So I really tried hard. So being on True Grit has been something that I've wanted for a long time. It really is. It's not just like, what I've identified as my most immediate next step. It truly is something that, like, as a worker and as a person, I've been really working to get on True Grit. It's a show that I've always, like, really respected and really liked. And finally, that's coming to fruition. I've recently worked on True Grit. I had this amazing match on there, which I absolutely love. I've watched that match a lot back through. I won't say too much. But I'm very confident that you'll see me on True Grit again before long. So, yay. I'm not going to say a thing.
No.
I don't think it'll be long before the Sportstar shows back up all his medals, all his glory. The swan's back out.
Good.
Listening in the lights of True Grit.
Yes, that's what we want. That is what we want.
As well as True Grit, honestly, I'd love to just keep getting to more and more companies. And this is a very close one, that I feel like we're on the precipice of potentially happening, which is I've never held a championship, Nikki.
Oh, yeah.
7 years. And it's not something that, it's not something that, I think makes or breaks a wrestler or anything, I know some amazing wrestlers who've never held a title, and I know some absolutely shocking wrestlers who can't work whatsoever who've got championships currently. I know I'm not going to name names, but I'm not going to ask. I can guarantee you the names I could name, you wouldn't know or referring to anyway. But yeah, or maybe you would, I don't know. But either way, a championship does not make or break a wrestler. But that said, it's been 7 years, nearly 8 years. I'd like to win one. And I feel like way. I'd also just like to debut at more companies. I think the end goal for me is to just get as high up of the wrestling scene as I can. I'd love if one day I'm on a show like Progress or Rev Pro or something like that. I'd love if one day, way down the line, I could be on TNA or something, That would be amazing. I could die happy having achieved that grandiose height. But hey, who knows? I'm trying to not make it so I bank all my happiness on where I will be. I try and look at the victories, the more immediate victories, and I'm having a lot right now. So
you are. Like we said earlier, it's been such a good 6 months for Gung Ho Muttley.
Yeah, it has. It's been fantastic, you know.
And I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, Nikki. Very appreciated.
Well, I was looking for photos to use for your episode stuff, and I was just like scrolling through your Instagram, and I was just looking at that first picture of you and Isabel, and I was just like, oh my god, that is literally a year ago.
Which
Yeah, that one. Like, I just looked at it earlier. I was just like, oh,
wow, yeah, October last year.
yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy to think it's you know, it's been that long since I've known you. If it's fair, it feels longer. I've known you.
It feels
It doesn't
like I've
feel like
known you
I've known you
forever.
less than a year.
I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'll take it.
Oh, I can't believe it's been that long since I've been doing the orange gear as well. Because you
Yeah?
never saw me in my gear before the orange, I don't think.
No, I've seen footage on YouTube, but that's it.
But just find yourself lucky though, Nikki, that you're not doing the sports stars.
That's true.
Because then you'd be dead.
I would be. I would be.
You would have passed away in the gym. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank yourself lucky because no one can keep up with what I do. What I will say, by the way, to go back on what I was just said about Sammy, he's in incredible shape.
Oh, he
He's
is.
getting in better and better shape. If you watch him from when he started, back when he was doing NSAW and SAW stuff, if you watch him then, right at the start of his wrestling journey, he was very, very thin, and I'm not going to talk about his wrestling ability. I'm just talking about his physique. And he's passed the muscle on. He's looking toned, like he's looking
Definitely.
jacked. Like Sammy he's especially his arms. He's like, I'm not here to just do the compliment Sammy hour, but he is a good physique going, and it'll just get better and better.
I think that might be everything I have for you.
Wow, I thought I'd be answering these ludicrous questions for the rest of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole 300 years you've got left.
We'll see. I might make it more. Might add a few extra.
5.
Who knows? Depends how I feel on day.
All right, that is it for us. I have been Nikki. He has been Gung Ho Muttley, and they have been Swans.
One for the road. Gung Ho Muttley. They call him Gung Ho Muttley. Make way for the man. Are you not going to sing it on, Nikki?
No.
People love my theme. I've got a gold medal for best theme in wrestling.
Of course you did.
So,
of course you did.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much. Bye.